Okay, so today we carry on with our horror shorts list that have been given to me by somebody on the channel. And the next one is called Interview with the Devil. And apparently it's slightly disturbing, but it is also slightly award-winning. So let's check it out. Right, okay. Apparently very, very disturbing. Interview with the Devil. Let's see why it is disturbing. So, oh, it's Sebastian Films. If you like this video, then go and subscribe to Sebastian Films. There you go. "8 years ago, a former college student walked onto the campus of Brea Community College and opened fire in his family." Oh, shit! It's one of them types. Wow. Right. This is a massive, massive problem everywhere. Everywhere. Is this based on a true story? I don't recognise Brea Community College. I recognise other ones like Columbine and Dunblane and, you know, the other ones that's happened. But I don't recognise Brea Community College. Is that factual? Let me know in the comments. After opening fire in the quad, he entered 4 different classrooms or fired in rooms targeting female students. In the 6 minutes of shooting, he fired over 300 rounds of ammunition and killed 23 students and wounded 58 students and faculty. Wow, this is terrible. It's horrible. This is terrible. Brea State Prison agreed to allow a journalist to interview the shooter. Is it the actual shooter? He has never spoken to the press before. Oh shit, this is real.
I'm just gonna leave all this wire just out here?
I want to know if this is fucking real. Hang on a minute. I can't find anything on Brea County. I hope this is not factual. I hope this is like a dramatization of that. Like I say, I don't know, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if it is real or not. It looks like a filmed one, if you like.
Okay.
Like actors, I mean.
What do you think? I just feel like this cord out here. Okay, I got one. Here, give me some space. Welcome to the behind-the-scenes footage.
Yeah, these are actors, aren't they? They're actors, these.
Shooter is sick. And this is our trusty cameraman, Corey.
I'm Eli Williams, and you're about to get into the mind of a killer.
Yeah, it's thingy. I don't think it's a real event.
We're not shooting footage yet, Eli. You can...
Even if it's not a real event, what they're doing here, I suppose, is making awareness, which is a good thing to make people aware of these types of things. But on the other side of the coin, I can imagine this is going to get very, very harrowing, especially if they make it true to similar events, if you like.
Turn off the anchor voice.
Works the diaphragm.
How much did this equipment set you back?
Enough. When I'm back on top, boys, you'll be coming with me. The big black bug bled blue black blood.
Warming his mouth up in it.
The big black blood, blue black blood all over 6th. Thick thistle sticks in unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Yeah.
I didn't think interviewers like warmed up like singers do.
Almost time.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. You need this, Elijah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bring the animal in.
That is a mindset you'd have though, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? If someone was like actually capable of doing that.
I mean, are those really necessary? We good? Hello, Jake. I'm Eli Williams, and I'm the journalist producing this segment. Something funny? Care to enlighten me?
You're funny. Call yourself a TV journalist when in fact you're just a shiny face on television.
Well, even a shiny face on television studies journalism.
Okay.
Didn't you just get fired?
Right.
It's under investigation.
Do his own work.
You know what you never see on TV? Fat journalists. Do fat people not study journalism? Or are they just considered too ugly for television?
I mean, it's not a laughing matter what's being portrayed here. But the fact is saying fat people are too ugly for TV, and you've got like a large guard behind him looking down at him to say like, "I'm gonna stove you in." That was a bit of comedy. Come on.
Are they just considered too ugly for television?
It might have even been a shot at the guard.
Let's talk about you, Jake. I want to thank you for agreeing to this interview.
You want to know why I did it?
Excuse me?
That's why you're here. You want to know why I shut up the school.
A lot of people want to know. A lot of families lost loved ones and can't seem to find closure without knowing.
I don't care about them.
You don't care that they lost their loved ones.
I don't care about the loved ones that are lost. I don't care about them.
You don't care about the innocent people you murdered.
I didn't say they were innocent. You said that. They weren't innocent. None of us are innocent.
Right.
We go through life committing crimes and sins every day. I was their executioner that day, righting the wrongs that they had done since they took their very first breath.
That sort of ideology is a scary thing. To think that other people need to be punished for sins. I mean, he's acting like he's the judgment here, and he should be cleansing people because they've sinned all their life. But that is him dictating the narrative, isn't it? And it shouldn't. That it's a warped way of thinking. It's a warped way of thinking.
Righting the wrongs that they had done since they took their very first breath. What if there's not a motive? What if people are just plain psychotic?
Give him a mirror.
Do you really believe that?
Do you not? People always need a motive so that they can sleep better at night. The world will be a lot noisier place if people just accepted that some people are just plain crazy. Or are we?
So you think it's okay?
A lot of
for
innuendo
innocent
here,
people
isn't there?
to die if their killer is just crazy?
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, he's twisting.
See, that's the problem with you journalists.
He's baiting the interviewer here. Well, the portrayal of this guy is baiting the interviewer to make it look like he's saying or misunderstanding what he's saying, but he's coming out with a lot of innuendo here. Is it or isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And then it makes the interviewer say something so that he can say, "No, I didn't say that. You did." This is classic, like it's almost narcissism behavior from the guy who's obviously in the wrong. But this actor here who's playing a if you like psychotic person or a calculated psychotic person, if there is such a thing, I believe is acting. I believe he believes in ideologies, and it's that's what's playing on my mind because I think of all these people who've done it in real life, and think, what the hell was going through your mind? You know what I mean?
You said that. See, that's the problem with you journalists. You twist everybody's words to fit your own narrative.
You just done it.
Oh, enlighten me. What did you say?
Why were you fired?
We're not here to talk about me.
I'm here to talk about you.
Ooh, classic. If you want something off me, you have to give me something. If you're going to try and belittle me, I want to belittle you first. Right. This is a game. This is a game to the prisoner. He's going to play, isn't he?
A woman accused me of something.
And just because you were accused, you were fired?
It would appear so.
That's not legal.
There's an investigation. My lawyers are on top of it.
Isn't that the problem with women?
Let's try to stay focused here, Jake.
I did say at the beginning he killed women, aiming at women. So this guy's got a problem with women, obviously, because he said it in the thing. But now he's getting to why, obviously.
Isn't that the problem with women?
We've got something in common.
Let's
he's trying
try
to
to
say.
stay focused here, Jake.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours.
There you go.
Oh, it doesn't work that
Controlling the
Works that
intrigue.
way today. You want to know something? I'll tell you. Give a little, get a little.
There you go. That's what I said. It's controlling the interview.
Now answer my question. Isn't that the problem with women?
What's the problem with women?
How they can just say something and it's automatically true. Boom! Eli Williams, TV journalist for ARC News for the last 15 years. Fired. Because one woman said so.
There were two women.
Right.
The great Eli Williams had two people? You're probably guilty then. That's why you were fired.
The day of the shooting. How were you feeling that morning?
Excited.
That's an interesting word use.
Weren't you excited when you made it past those women who rejected you?
Excuse me?
Trying to compare.
Didn't you feel the power? You had power over her and it felt good.
This is very. It's not the same. It's not nowhere near as intricate, but it's following a very, very loose backbone of Silence of the Lambs where they're talking to Anthony Hopkins through the glass. And he's totally he's got the journalist on the back foot here. But then when you're that twisted and that confident at the same time, then you're going to be a very, very hard person to overthrow in an interview. Do you know what I mean? It's almost cocky. He's trying to compare not the severity. Obviously his scenario is a lot more severe than the guy being sacked for making a pass at women or something. But he's trying to put them on a par, like it's as bad as each other. Like he shot the women, but you got fired because of women. And because they said something, they are telling the truth. Because then they're going back to, like, if a woman says a man did this, then it must be true. Do you know what I mean? Because the men are, like, obviously naturally bigger in most cases and as seen as, you know, the abuser, if you like. You know what I mean? More than a woman would be. As a stereotype, if you like. This is interesting,
You had
this.
power over her, and it felt good. You just didn't expect her to turn you down.
It's not about power. There were some miswords.
This interview is.
It's always about power. You had it, and you wanted her to know it. You don't know true power until you hold a gun to someone's face. They cry.
There you go. Of course.
Mucus
Of course.
drains from their nose as they beg you to let them live. And you have the power to decide whether this person lives
Wow.
or dies. And when you pull that trigger, nothing. You feel nothing for their miserable soul. Why?
Wow.
Because you still have the power. And you go to the next person and you feel it all over again.
So it's like a drug.
Is that what you did that day?
I did it 23 times, and each time I felt more and more power.
Narcissism.
You reported on the shooting that day.
I did.
You're on TV for like 6 hours straight.
I was.
You said I suffer from temporary insanity, and it was a mental illness.
I did.
You still believe that?
I believe that no sane person can commit those acts.
Do you think I'm insane or suffer from temporary insanity?
How do you mean?
That day, you said temporary insanity.
It's very
I believe
calculated
you
now,
were
isn't it?
temporarily out of your mind when you committed those violent acts. So, yes, temporary.
You see your cameraman over there? I'd like nothing more than to see his brains splattered against that white wall right now.
Wow.
The red blood dripping ever so slightly down the wall, the rhythm of a slow-moving river.
Cameraman's not liking that, is he?
So, do you still think it was temporary insanity?
No, I would say this is just an evil person. If this was a real scenario, this is an evil person. This is a person who has calculated insanity. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but the fact he's getting a rush of blowing people's brains out and then going with a plan to do that. No sane person would do that. I agree with the reporter. But because it's calculated, it sounds like a contradiction. It's a calculated insanity. That's what it is to me. Wow.
See? Power.
Out
Tell
your
me about
depth.
those women. Did you have sex with them?
Okay. You keep trying to deflect. You're steering the conversation back to me. You know what? Court, this interview's over. Turn the camera off.
Hey, wait. Leave the cameras on. You can just edit all this stuff out. All the stuff you don't want. Come on.
Well, if he was editing everything out he didn't want, he'll have nothing. Because everything has been a smack back at the journalist.
You can just edit all this stuff out. All the stuff you don't want. Come on. Right? one.
What are we doing here, Jake? Your lawyer said that you agreed to an interview.
Yeah, and I bet you came all over yourself after you got that phone call. Jake Landry finally talking about the school shooting. I bet you even hired these 2 goons out of your own pocket.
Yeah. I'm funding this.
Yeah?
So what?
Sell it to the highest bidder. All integrity flies out the window in the name of ratings. Oh, but I'm
That's
sure
facts.
that all will be forgiven when the great Eli Williams shows the networks Jake Landry's first and only interview.
Facts. And the way to get him back into the prime time is to get this like lucrative interview with like obviously the portrayal of one of the most wanted what's the word? What am I trying to say? One of the most wanted people who've done such atrocities. You get inside the mind of the serial killer with an interview, that would put you straight back into prime time. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Wow. He's funded it because he knows it'll get him back his gay status back.
Only?
The women?
Did you have sex with him?
What about them?
They made you believe that you actually had a chance at screwing them, didn't they?
Ooh, below the belt. Oh, he's a bit...
And then at the last minute, they changed their mind.
Crab
After
raid.
they had you all ready to go.
He's a good
They
actor.
didn't stop, did you? Now they're getting a big payday at the network, and probably the promotion you were gunning for. Am I right?
Like I said, there's an investigation. You targeted 23 students with an AR-15 and killed them. Why were they all female?
Women are manipulative and calculating. That's exactly how I was the day that I shot up that campus.
Pot and kettle. But the thing is with narcissism is the narcissist doesn't see that they're the ones who's everything that he just talked about. Controlling and manipulative.
Women are manipulative and calculating. That's exactly how I was the day that I shot up that campus. Manipulative and calculating. A girl played me, and I killed her first. Then I killed her best friend who was sitting right next to her.
So it was sour grapes.
I thought you said there wasn't a motive. Well, tell me about them.
As he just tripped him up.
The women. Bridget. And her friend, Erica. You know the names.
He's getting angry now.
There's a predator inside all of us, just waiting to get out. I released mine on that day, and I never felt more power in my entire life.
Wow. I believe in me.
And I would do it again.
Well, you're serving multiple life sentences without the possibility of parole. You won't get the chance to do it again.
Maybe. Maybe not.
So it's a definite, pal.
You and I are a lot alike.
Oh, go on, do tell.
No, I am nothing like you. You're a fucking monster.
There he is. Is that the aggression you use
Oh,
in
he's
those two
trying to
women?
get him out, isn't he? Trying to prove his point.
I made a mistake.
Twice?
You killed 23 women because you hate women. I don't hate women,
Oh,
Jake.
sure you do.
You know what? This interview's over.
This interview is over when I say it's over.
Shut it, Landry.
If you're not sorry, and you don't feel remorse for what you've done, then what the hell? Why even do the interview?
To meet you. To pass the torch. You can start by killing those 2 women.
Right. So because he said there's a predator inside everyone and I need to release it, I release mine that day. He's trying to get under his skin to make him angry, saying there he is. Just so he can go and kill some other people for him. Normal people who think straight would not fall for that.
Pass the torch.
Delusion.
You can start by killing those 2 women. And then you can knock a few more out of here.
It's creepy, that, isn't it?
You're a sick, boring, twisted little insult, aren't you?
When you say that to somebody who thinks that their crime is illustrious, they think their crime is big news, that bigs them up, that makes them like historically famous for being such a brutal killer. When someone says the boring, mundane little incel, you know what I mean, and twisted, they don't take that well. People like that don't take it well at all, because you're stealing their limelight, you're stealing their thunder, you're stealing their persona of being this badass serial killer from history. Do you know what I mean? That's where I think this conversation is going to go.
Little insult, aren't you?
You let the beast inside you out!
There you go.
It's in there! Motherfucker! Shut up, bitches! Get the hair off their fucking heads and skull fuck them! You bitch!
Well, the fat guy who was too ugly for TV has used his attributes to his advantage there, and he just whipped him up. Obviously, that is the best way to wind somebody up who is narcissistic. Definitely. Did you get all that? Sorry, I didn't press record.
You know what? Pack this shit up. Pack it up. Corey, pack it up. Marcus, give me water.
You don't want
And check sound.
You don't want a whiskey?
You all ready, Eli?
Yeah, you good?
Nothing like that.
What?
Oh, it's got to him. It's got to him.
I think I just interviewed the devil.
Wow. Written and directed, okay. Do you know what? That felt very, very harrowing for the simple reason that it felt like a one-to-one interview with a real convict. Even, obviously, you could tell by the way the cameras were and the way that people were acting that they were actually actors. But, I mean, I can imagine talking, like, as a journalist talking to an actual serial killer who's got that mindset, that the interview would have gone something similar to that, which, again, is like, you know what I mean? That was very, very engaging. It was a very engaging interview, and very, very well written, and with some great acting in there as well. That the guy who portrayed the killer was very, very believable. I mean, the other actors were as well, but I mean, his acting was really, really good. Anyway, what did you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video, and I'll see you all next time.